I love what I do. I just want to be allowed to do it and make a living wage. I don't want to have to, live off of Social Security in my older age because I chose to be in this profession. I don't want to leave it. I love, my job. I didn't go into it for the money, but I need a living wage. I need to be able to have a decent retirement where I'm not living in a box.
We're out here fighting for education funding and retirement benefits for teachers.
It's about integrity. If you make a promise, then you need to fulfill that. Also, it's about me being obligated to remind them that that is the issue.
We've kept our end of the bargain. We've kept our promise. It's time for our legislators to keep their end of the bargain.
10 years ago, the governor put the kind of resources there to make sure that our children had adequate resources. And the disappointing news for all of us right now is that the legislature does not wish to keep its promise. And I ask the legislators, as president of this association, to move forward and come up with solutions rather than cuts. And that's what we're about tonight. We want them to keep their promise.
For the last 3 years, Maryland's been named the #1 public school system in the country, and we believe that that's largely been due to the hard work of our members and also the resources that we've been given by the General Assembly, and we want to maintain that #1 ranking.
The members of the General Assembly had an opportunity to hear from our members, the community, students, and all those involved in public education in the state of Maryland. Our goal has been to help them to understand what this type of cut would have on their ability to provide education for our children, and we're working very hard for them to understand that they need to provide the materials and the services that will help all of our children be successful.
Think ahead, invest in ed. Think ahead, invest in ed.
They've messed with everything else, but not our pension. They promised not to do that, and you turn around and do it, we're going to say something. Because we've already taken pay cuts, larger classroom sizes, there's a limit.
We know that if the kids really do not learn how to read by the time they're in grade 3, it's much more difficult for them to adjust.
We already have so many kids in our classes, and if we get budget cuts, then we're going to have even more, and we're not going to get as good of an education as we're supposed to.